Turn on the Force.
Hello there. I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jill.
And we're back for another review. This week we're going to be doing a review of the Star Wars Black Series Cobb Vanth Cad Bane from the Book of Boba Fett.
Listen, we're very, very excited to get into this review. We can't wait to open up the box.
Right.
But before we do, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. And turn on your notifications button.
Yes. And you want to check down in the description down below because I'm going to put some links down there. One of the links is going to be of a video that we just made. Once we reach 500 subs, we're going to give away an action figure. So check that out and get in on the action. So, here we go.
All right, here's the front of the box for Cobb Vanth Cad Bane from the Black Series. You'll notice that the logo is on the top of the Black Series. You got the little Hasbro logo at the bottom right corner. And I just wanted to mention that this is a Target exclusive. If you were to get it, it would be a Target exclusive. You could only get it at Target. On the side, we see the picture. And they do like a split shot, which is kind of cool. We've got Cobb up on the top in his little outfit without the armor at this point, because it was at the end of season 1 of the Book of Boba Fett. And then we have on the bottom half the Cad Bane, which they look pretty good. I like these a lot. This is really nice. Okay, let's go to the back. You'll see that it is from the Book of Boba Fett, if I didn't mention that already. It has that light green olive color. You'll see description about Cobb Vanth Cad Bane, the Star Wars Black Series logo again. And if we go to the side, you can see those figures, the heights, and all the accessories that come with them. And that's what's in the box. We'll get back to the beginning, and yeah, so I'm real excited about getting these unboxed. The pictures look spectacular on the front of the box. Let's see if the pictures hold up to the figure, or what the actual figure looks like. Here we go to the unboxing.
It looks like they have a figure on either side of the box. You can see they have the accessories in here in bags. The two guns probably for Cad Bane and their special effects, and I bet you, and this is Cad Bane's hat, and then we have probably Cobb Vanth's gun there. Okay, those are the accessories. The Star Wars tissue paper with the Black Series logo on that. Let's get this out. This looks like Cobb Vanth. So we'll just put this aside here. And there is Cobb Vanth right out of the paper. Yeah, okay. We'll take him out in a little bit. Let's put him over here. And we know who this is. Cad Bane. Let's take him out of the tissue paper. Okay. Oh, yeah. Cool. He's such an interesting character, yeah. Cad Bane, there he is. This is, yeah, Cobb Vanth's pistol. And it's kind of a brown, it's silver. I think it's been in brown handle here, and silver, and it looks like it has a little scope of some sort. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, that's his pistol. Now, and then it just kind of tucks away here. He has a holster here on the side, and just kind of Goes right in there like that. It went in pretty easy, pretty nice. Let's look at some of these. Okay, the pistol here. These are actually pretty nice. This is a lighter brown and some silver on the handle there, as you can see. And they're both the exact same gun, as you can see here on the other side too. Now, I don't know if you can get close enough, but there's a little hole there. And this special effect here, you can see that there's a little hole inside that bigger hole. Well, it's not a hole, it's kind of, that's going to go inside the center of this. Is going to go inside this hole, and we're just going to stick it onto the gun. And it goes on fairly easy. Yeah, and just push it on. And there you have the special effect. It is the same gun with that special effect. Now, this bigger one here comes out either one of the wrists on Cad Bane, as you can see right here. This square kind of, rectangle kind of hole. And this will just go right, push that little end right there down in, see it stays on. And it could go on the other side, but you can see there's just a little lip here. And that goes down into that square hole. And it'd go on the other side here too. We just stick it right in here, right into that hole, press it down in, and just turn them. Pretty easy, pretty cool. Okay, and then his hat is kind of neat. It has his little design here, the silver on the sides. I don't know if you can get a shot of that on either side, and like a band, a brown dark band on the bottom of it around the hat. And then I believe it goes on this way on his head, and it fits pretty loose on his head. Look, you could just, it's pretty cool. And that's his hat. Let's go back over to Cobb Vanth, and let's look at some of his details here on the paint. First off, I would have liked to have a little bit more soft goods. Maybe like look for his scarf. I mean, this kind of just hangs there, and it feels, it just feels hard. His clothes too, it has a real rough. I mean, because you could see it has like little dots in his clothing to give texture, in his shirt, and it's kind of a rough feel. But that, I mean, it's pretty nice detail with the little bumps there. The belt, I'm not real crazy about it. It's kind of loose and just there and wobbly and moves all over the place, and you have to keep fixing it. So I don't like that. His hands have those gloves on it, so that's kind of cool. I like the paint, different color paint there. And his pants are brown, and we got some ammo here in his belt pockets on the side here with some things, and looks like some pockets in the back here as well. And then his boots, we got these dark brown boots, and they kind of got a little, texture to them there, and you see them all scuffed up here around the fronts here. Got some wear and tear on those boots. Okay, I mean, not too bad. Let's see here. Let's get into the articulation here. Let's see how this goes. All right, so his head and neck is really nice. Oh, wow. That stretches pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Nice head. And the head sculpt and the hair, the details, looks a lot like him, a lot. The hair, let me just get a picture of that. We'll just go the whole way around. Nice. Nice feathered, wavy look on his hair. The gray tones in there. And his beard. Nice job. Okay, I forgot to do the head sculpt, sorry. Okay, so the arms, articulation, that's nice. This bends too. They kind of snap. They're like snap, but they pretty good. Pretty good. Well, they're a little tight. A little tight. Brand new. A little tight. This same thing, I'm sure. Get it out here. There. Okay. And then this goes this way. And then back down again. Yeah. Yeah. Nice arms. Nice arms. Waist. Yeah, he bends really nice. Bends really nice at the waist. We could twist him around if we wanted. Nice waist. Yeah. These hands and wrists here, the wrists, I believe this just goes up and down here. And this, oh, and this one actually does both. So it'll go up and down this way, a little bit up and down, and it'll go in and out. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see, this one here, this wrist, well, it doesn't move so much that way. Let me see. Up and down. It moves very well up and down a lot. Not so much. Yeah, this one moves really good up and down. It's got a lot of movement up and down. Nothing in and out. Okay. Down below here with his legs, they move out pretty good. Like that. Very good. They bend back. Nice. They twist. They twist. They twist. They twist. Twist here. They actually twist at the top a little bit, and then they twist again right in here. It twists. So it's a couple places it twists. You can get it back. Well, maybe. Okay. I got to get him back in place here now. All right. Or that just might be what. Well, it does move a little up above there, but it twists. It twists right in here. It turns mostly on the leg there, and then at the knee, it flexes out like this. Okay. Alright, I'm just checking things out here. First time looking at this. And his feet go down and up and down. This one's already down, I think. Yeah. And up. Yeah. Back up. Let me see, do they rotate here? They swivel in, I think. Let me see. Oh! Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I thought I snapped something off, but yeah, it moves, it rotates, it swivels. Yeah, they swivel. Nice, okay. That's him. I got them all. Okay, let's just put him down for now. Let's check out Mr. Bane here. Cad Bane. Okay, let's take his hat off. We looked at that. So, we have his head sculpt, and it's pretty cool. I mean, he always was a fascinating character. His look. He's got this silver head on top, and he's got that blue face in the front with those eyes. and then a black head in the back, and then those tubes coming out of either side of his cheek. Those hoses that plug into the back of this thing that's attached to his jacket, and it's a soft plastic, and it feels really nice actually. His cape, his long cape or jacket that he wears, it's really nice. It has some silver on his collar up here, silver. And then his shirt, he's got markings on his shirt, and his belt with his double holsters, and I don't know, this doesn't really move. His holsters, that doesn't really move too well, but it's got some silver on it, and it's got his bullets in there. And you see he's got the his contraptions here plugged in to this where it shoots out the flames and stuff. On both sides he has one, and then his gloves that cover his blue hands that are cut, let his fingers out, let his fingers show. And there's like a gold tube here on this side for this one. And we see he's got bullets down here on his boots on both sides, and then he's got like cowboy boots, short cowboy boots, and Cobb Vanth has a bigger kind of, but they don't look as cowboy as these ones do. So, and if you look too, and the plastic mold of his coat here, his jacket, it kind of comes back here so that he could, have his hand on his pistol here, it's sticking out. So that's pretty cool. Like, he's already has it back. He pulled it out of the way to get that pistol out and shoot. Okay, so let's check out his articulation. His head. Yeah, not bad with these hoses on here, moving side to side, up and down. Not too bad. Nah, pretty good. We move him arms out, we'll move arms out, same thing. Okay, and does bend at the wrists. And then his hands, I believe they just go up and down on both sides, and I'm going to double check that. There's no in or out movement, just up and down. And this arm does the same thing. It bends pretty much, the same, in like that. And here again, just up and down movement here. Nothing, let me see. No in and out, just up and down, like that. Okay, waist. He can bend, he can twist the whole way around if you wanted him to, even though he has this coat on here. So that's pretty good. And his legs, they do come out far, because they, they kind of, even though that coat's on there too, and now he's kind of restricted, like bending way back, like this part here, because of his coat. But his legs will bend, like, back. They do bend. They have good articulation. They bend pretty good at the knees there. And his feet, they rock out very easy. Same size, and they go down and they go up. Very well. Very nice. Okay. Very nice articulation on both of them. They're not my favorite for the articulation stuff, but it's certainly not bad. So there's the paint and articulation for Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth. And on to the posing next. Here's our pose. There they are together.
Looking good.
Yes.
Yeah, these guys are the cowboys of Star Wars. Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth.
So, you can remember that big showdown between these guys, Cobb Vanth and Cad Bane in the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, that was a big shootout, like the old West. It was a pretty cool scene. But we think Cobb Vanth is still living. I hope he didn't die. We liked him. We liked his character a lot. The current price and availability for these two figures, the set, is for $55.99, but it's out of stock. You can't get it at Target. The availability, you can only get it after market prices. So I mean, we're looking at eBay $49.99, $40, and they may be bidding. I mean, you might have to. That might not be a buy it now price. And that's a wrap. But before we go, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below.
And turn on the notifications button.
That's right. And give us a shout out. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought about the review.
Yeah, and don't forget in the description below to hit the link for the video that talks about our giveaway at 500 subs.
We want to thank you so much for all your support.
We appreciate you all.
Yes.
And
so much.
And thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Yes. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jill.
May the Force be with you.